Today on VOX, we'll have information on Kanye West and more. Ben Dudash will have your local weather, and Jay Standage will have your sports.
It's Thursday, April 29th, 2021, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Ethan Scoggins.
And I'm Knox Hampton.
Crews responded to the scene of a partially collapsed building in a southern Kentucky town. It happened off Westcourt Square in Princeton, Kentucky, which is northwest of Hopkinsville. Mayor Coda Young shared pictures of the old Masonic building, also known as the 1 Hour Cleaners building. He said it suffered a major structural collapse. People are asked to avoid the area until further notice. Emergency and utility crews were on scene. The mayor said the surrounding roads were closed.
Wednesday night, a large slideshow lit up on the side of the UBS building in downtown Nashville. The projection was created by DWP Live, a Nashville-based production company that wanted to honor the frontline healthcare workers and first responders. Danny Wrightstone says 2020 was a rough year for his production company and hardly any business during the pandemic. We wanted to give a shout out to Nashville's responders, the people that should have stood strong through COVID, tornadoes, floods, etc., and just stood together on our community, Witherspoon said.
Walmart is coming after Kanye West for releasing a proposed logo design that the retailer says too closely resembles the company's own logo. Both logos resemble a sun. Walmart's logo has thick lines that look like sun rays, and Yeezy's proposed logo has lines made up of a set of dots that also resemble sunlight. Walmart has been using their logo since 2007, and Yeezy filed documents for its proposed logo in January 2020. Here's Ben Dudash with your weather.
Later this week, there's going to be some thunderstorms coming through, and I'll tell you about that and more right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at our weather at glance. Today is going to be mostly cloudy skies with a high of 81 and a low of 56. Gusts of winds reaching up to 13 miles per hour going southwest, and the humidity is at 66%. Now let's take a look at our 7-day weather forecast. Friday, some of those clouds are going to be rolling away with partly cloudy skies with a high of 77 and a low of 48. Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 78 and a low of 53. Sunday, those clouds are rolling back in with mostly cloudy skies with a high of 81 and a low of 65. Monday, those clouds should be turning into thunderstorms, and of course on Tuesday as well, both with a high of 79. But Monday's with a high of 67, and Monday a low of 67, and Tuesday is a low of 66. Wednesday, there's going to be some scattered thunderstorms with a high of 76 and a low of 57. Now let's take a look at our local radar. We got some storms coming in from the northwest area. That's going to be hitting us in the next few days. But other than that, we're all in the clear. Now let's take a look at our national radar. Like I said before, that storm front is heading towards us, going southwest. So we're going to be getting hit pretty hard along with Texas, Mississippi, and throughout the southeast area as well. And now that's all for weather. Now send it over to Jay Standards with your sports.
Tonight is the highly anticipated NFL Draft. I'll have information on that and more after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at some NBA scores from last night. The Magic beat the Cavaliers 109-104. The Sixers beat the Hawks 127-83. The Wizards beat the Lakers 116-107. The Celtics beat the Hornets 120-111. The Knicks beat the Bulls 113-94. The Heat beat the Spurs 116-111. The Suns beat the Clippers 109-101, clinching a spot in the playoffs for the first time since 2010. And the Jazz beat the Kings 154-105. Now to MLB scores from last night. The Twins beat the Indians 10-2. Dodgers beat the Reds 8-0. Red Sox beat the Mets with Jacob deGrom on the mound 1-0. And the Braves beat the Cubs 10-0. The Marlins beat the Brewers 6-2. Royals beat the Pirates 9-6. Yankees beat the O's 7-0. And the Reds beat the Dodgers 6-5. Tonight is the NFL Draft at 8 p.m. We will see where the top prospects land. Everybody knows who is going to be the first and second pick, but at third overall is a toss-up for the San Francisco 49ers after they traded up for the pick. There's already been trades moving around the order, so we'll see if any more happen tonight. We'll also have more news after this break.
thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Federal agencies are investigating at least 2 possible incidents on U.S. soil, including one near the White House in November of last year, that appear similar to mysterious invisible attacks that have led to debating symptoms for dozens of personnel aboard. These sickening reports, similar to symptoms to CIA and State Department personnel, impacted overseas, and officials quickly began to investigate the incident as a possible Havre syndrome attack.
Princess Tecanyso Lamini of Eswatini was born into a life of service when she arrived as a baby. The princess is the firstborn of Eswatini's new generation of royals. She feels like most of life has just been working with her father, the king, technically being her employer. Although she may not like the upkeep of such a dutiful life, she still loves her family very much. Princess Lamini does not agree with her father's polygamy, but she remained vocal about it through her view as mellowed over time. She's looking forward to have a plentiful life of making positive changes and changing things to better fit the time period.
The coronavirus crisis continues in India, again reaching new heights for daily cases and deaths in the country. Reported record numbers of cases and deaths again this morning. And experts fear the true case count in a nation with such a low rate of surveillance could be up to 30 times higher than the meaning more than 500 million infections. In the New Delhi are struggling to keep up with the surge of COVID deaths, beginning the government to provide more firewood. Patients are sitting on sidewalks outside hospitals awaiting for bed, and family members are afraid it may be the last time they ever see their loved ones alive.
A Tennessee man arrested over a social media post sued law enforcement officers Tuesday, claiming they violated his First Amendment rights. Joshua Andrew Garton was arrested in January after posting a photograph that depicted 2 people urinating on a gravestone with a photo of Dickinson's County Sheriff's Office officer who was fatally shot in 2018. Garton was charged with harassment and jailed for nearly 2 weeks on a $76,000 bond until Dixon County judge dismissed his charges February 4th.
The Dallas Bay Volunteer Fire Department responded to a house fire in North Chattanooga Wednesday afternoon at 5:35 p.m. A homeowner called 911 to report a house fire at 1010 Hillcrest Road. Once the homeowner told firefighters everyone was out, crews began their interior attack and found the bedroom was on fire. Firefighters were quickly able to extinguish the fire. The fire officials say it was ruled to be accidental, caused by a lit candle catching fire to the curtains and spreading from there. Officials say the damages are estimated to be $30,000.
The Firefly viewing at Great Smoky Mountains National Park is returning after being canceled last year due to COVID. This event showcases a one-of-a-kind species of fireflies that flash and sync with each other. The event is planned for June 1st through the 8th, and attendance will be limited to help with traffic and reduce the disturbance of the fireflies. We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News. You can check us out on Facebook and, of course, at voxnews.net.
Reminds your friends and family to tune in. You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central. And as always,
God bless and go Bears.